Today we discuss the topic about software development life cycle. SDLC is a process used by software industry to design, develop and test high quality softwares. It aims to produce high quality software that meets or exceeds customer expectations, reaches completion within times and cost estimates. It is also called as software development process. SDLC is a framework defining tasks performed at each step in the software development process. ISO or IEC standard that defines all the tasks required for developing and maintaining software. What is SDLC? SDLC is a process followed for a software project within a software organization. It consists of a detailed plan describing how to develop, maintain, replace, and alter or enhance specific software. The life cycle defines the methodology for improving the quality of the software and the overall development process. It contains various stages: planning, defining, designing, building, testing, deployment. First stage, planning and analysis. This is the most important and fundamental stage in SDLC. It is performed by the senior members of the team with inputs from the customers, the sales department, market surveys, and domain experts in the industry. Planning for the quality assurance requirements and identification of the risk associated with the project is also done in the planning stage. The outcome of the technical feasibility study is to define the various technical approaches that can be followed to implement the project successfully with minimum risk. Second stage, defining requirements. Once the requirement analysis is done, the next step is to clearly define and document the product requirements and get them approved from the customer or the market analyst. This is done through SRS, Software Resource Requirement Specification document, which consists of all the product requirements to be designed and developed during the project life cycle. Third stage, designing architecture. It is based on the requirement specified in SRS. Usually more than one design approach for the product architecture is proposed and documented in TDS, Design Document Specification. The TDS reviewed by all the important stakeholders, and it is based on the various parameters like risk assessment, product robustness, design modularity, budget and time constraints. That best design approach is selected for the product. The internal design of all the modules of the proposed architecture should be clearly defined with the minimum test of the details of TDS. Fourth stage, development. In this stage, the actual development start and the product is built. The programming code is generated as per TDS during this stage. If the design is performed in a detailed and organized manner, code generation can be accomplished without much hassle. Developers have to follow the coding guidelines defined by their organization, and programming tools like compilers, interpreters, debuggers, etc. are used to generate the code. Different high level programming languages such as C, C++, Java, and PHP are used for coding. Fifth stage, testing the product. This stage is usually a subset of all the stages as in the modern SDLC models. The testing activities are mostly involved in all the stages of SDLC. However, this stage refers to the testing only stage of the product where the product's defects are reported, tracked, fixed, and retested until the product reaches the quality standards defined in the SRS. Next stage, deployment and maintenance. Once the product is tested and ready to be deployed and it is really released formally in the appropriate market, the product may first be released in a limited segment and tested in the real business environment. Then, based on the feedback, the product may be released as it is or with suggested enhancement in the targeting market segment. After the product is released in the market, it is maintenance is done for the existing customer base. There are various software development lifecycle models defined, are also called software development process models. They are waterfall model, iterative model, spiral model, V model, Big Bang model. The other related methodologies are agile model, rabbit application development, and prototyping model. Thank you all.